Hello, day one after Luris has been banned. We are here now. Everyone wants to know what's happening in the meta, what's been shaking up on McGo. And so far, there has been a ton of Yorion decks. That's Chat's with us here today. We're live on Twitch TV/Chief Crowfoot. Come on down, give us a gander. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We're playing Yorion. So we finished the league. We went 5-0. We're 6-0 at the moment. I just want to say we win against Belcher and Boseiju, and Ren and 6 is disgusting. I know people say ban Ren and 6, ban Boseiju. No, that doesn't need to get banned. It just, we were against the goated matchup, and it happens. Don't play Belcher. It's awful now with Boseiju. Yorion has been disgusting. Yeah, we're going to have breakfast after. My first trophy this season. To be fair, I took a break for like a month, but we're back. We're just going to do we'll see. We'll try and do daily videos talking about it, but yeah, Yorion absolutely busted. I honestly don't see it being legal in a couple months. Like, there is no reason. We'll look at how the challenges turn into, but when I'm playing against I queue up with Yorion, and I see my opponent on Rog Vaughn or DRC, I just laugh because not having Luris is such a huge hit. They were already good matchups, but it's even better now. And I guess the scariest matchup is Burn, but Yorion feels so good right now. Like, literally, it feels insanely strong. And you can tune it to be better. Playing 4 Rogs just clears up the early game. It's just been literally such an unfair time. I've been debating trying out Kahira with the 4-color. I won't lie. One of my favorites is the Kahira version. Mainly because you get to play more counters. But the Yorion version just felt so clean. And the Boogeyman of Luris is gone, so you've had this huge shift. People are like moving around, finding different things to play. A lot of it is just playing Grixis Shadow without Luris, maybe throwing a Murktide. They haven't found their footing yet. You feel no needed for spreading seas? No, you don't. Oh, also, one thing we're wrong about, March is phenomenal. This card's bonkers, especially as a 2-of, using more removal. It fills the spot of the spreading seas. Spreading seas, you needed before for Urza Saga was everywhere, but March is just so much better. It doesn't matter anyways. March, you don't need as a 4-of, but it's an absolutely insane card at 2. Maybe you go higher, maybe you go lower. I miss more memory deluges. Like, literally, you guys just saw this. This deck has just been absolutely nuts. I'll play more of it later in the day if you guys are around. I'll make this go live now, and I'll be back. I'll aim for 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so if you want to see more Yorion, we'll be live with that then. What else has been happening, chat? What else has been popping up? Us been slaughtering our last 6 matches. Solitude, absolutely bonkers. You just can play all the best stuff. Yogg, we dominated Yogg. We dominated any mid-range deck. Like, what is... Okay, the bad matchups for this deck is like Burn and other aggro decks. Because you dumpster Control. Control, you just completely... They're the buy, pretty much. Control can't keep up. Because they'll lose to a resolved Ren. They'll lose to a resolved Teferi. So you have like a turn 2, turn 3 slam that just wins the game on the spot versus Control. And then everything's just a 2-for-1 central. We had the most disgusting game against Jund, where we went turn 2 Coatl, turn 3 Coatl, turn 1 was Abundant Growth, turn 4 Omnath, and then turn 5 Fetch Land, Yorion, draw 4. And the Jund player just there is like, do I use this removal on these Coatls? My Bolt doesn't kill Omnath? Like, Jund was such a buy and a joke, it wasn't even funny. Man, like, it's such a huge imbalance with Luris being gone. That's the initial reaction from me playing. We've done 3 leagues so far, and it's just like, wow, thank goodness they don't have Luris. Thank goodness. That's literally every time we play against half the meta, it's like, wow, that used to be a Luris deck, and thank goodness that card is gone. Oh, also, Liliana, awful. People are like, oh, we got to play Lily now? Do not play Liliana. Liliana is so bad. Everything is just too cost efficient, a 2-for-1. It's not very good. Honestly, Gris was looking pretty clean. Gris answers a lot of things. I would probably look at playing Grist. And then we have probably, we'll try to get 5 more minutes of talking about this, but here's the deck. What else have we come up against? Blue-white has been very solid. I haven't seen a lot of Hammer Time, but I think people are just like, hey, we get to play with our Murktide Brews, Hammer Time stuff. We played against a black-white Undying deck, which is oddly very good. I think Yogg is very strong again. There's so many cards that are decks that are very strong, but they're bad against Yorion matchups. Like, Yogg, great deck. Against Yorion, not very good against all the 2-for-1 Centrals and the Exiles. Like, if Yorion was not here, it'd be in such a better spot. Like, now we have Yorion as the boogeyman. I think that's going to be sculpting the format a lot. Fire copies of Claw. This card's very good. I don't think Claw's very good. It gets exiled by Prismatic Ending, and it gets exiled by March. Oh, so I was talking about March. I drafted, got 2 of these. This card's at 27 ticks. Like, what the heck? We played it in a blue-white control shell, and it was like so-so. But in this deck, it's just nuts. So March, phenomenal card. Modern staple. Like, 100% modern staple. We've also played against Wandering Emperor, and that card actually looked pretty good. The reason being, a flash like Planeswalker to hold up, oddly, okay. And it makes tokens. So Wandering Emperor and March are the 2 cards that have really shocked me and ended up being very, very strong from our like daily metagame shakeup. Those were 2 things I did not expect. Also in this deck, underrated card. Not even underrated, I don't know. But this card has been bonkers too. Soki's and Crucible Defiance. Another thing to get back with Ren, but also just super, super strong. So this card was another shocker that I'll probably just put in every single 4-color I play. I didn't realize that they also had haste. So I was just like, play this out, Ren, get it back. Play this out, Ren, get... I know it sounds like a problem with Ren, but it's like super niche scenarios because you can't play more than 1. So Sukazen, we all knew Boseiju would be playable, and it's a pretty big all-star. Not ban-worthy, but big all-star. March, blown away. Wandering Emperor, oddly very good. Probably going to see quite a bit of play in Modern. Waffle's been liking it. I've been liking it as like a fun of. It just... Exiling and then making 1/1s is pretty sick. I'm interested in seeing this deck's matchup versus blue-white control with 4 Archmage, 4 counterspells. From the blue-white side, it's a nightmare. This is a nightmare matchup. I don't want to ever... I literally just accept losing against 4-color when I'm playing blue-white. And it's not even close. It's like 70-30. It's really, really bad. One thing that could maybe happen is more graveyard strategies coming up. I think Burn, if you're looking at something to play, is a very good pick right now. You have a very good 4-color matchup. I don't know what other aggro stuff you would want, but that's what I would say. So I think for YouTube, I think that's where we're going to end it. Just a quick little recap, little updates. Let me know what you guys think down below currently about this wonderful modern meta game. But yeah, we'll be live at 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And the link will be down below for twitch.tv/ChiefCrowfoot. Be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.